was first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Indianapolis Colts and the Green Bay Packers. Hi again, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaunt, and you coach. And here's the offense today that hopes to get off to a strong start. And a look at the offense that is hoping to put some points up in bunches here in this one. And a look at the defense now. They'll give it to him right up the gut. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety from the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to...
And here's a look at the defensive unit that hopes to halt this offense today. Try again on second down. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Call it a loss of 5. A big sack to bring up third down.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down. I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around.
Excellent eye. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's brought down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
And they pick up a first down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean it's a fullback playing in that spot.
No, times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college with all the spread offenses, not very many.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 3. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes, just runs past people.
They're going to look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Their dangerous wide receiver from 3 yards out. And the Colts have taken the lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run for.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's got his man on the out route. 13 yards there on the pickup, and it'll give the Packers a first down.
If you run an out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Touchdown. Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he's got his man in stride, complete. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Look at how many times we say it as well with a whole lot of confidence.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. Taking it in from the 20. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front.
Don't throw me wants another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball, too. They'll drop to throw. Backing up. Look at the time. Now he'll let this one go. Deep left sideline. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. A huge play that time for the Colts. And even 50 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed. There he needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So
they go play action here on first down. Deep drop. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down after a good game.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one. The ball begins.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's got time in the pocket. Great backer pressure, and down he goes. Clay Matthews coming in to drop it for a loss of 8, and it'll be fourth down. And partner, it's safe to say that the secondary really contributed to that sack.
Yeah, Nichols said 5 defensive backs. They covered everything. Nowhere to go with the football. But my question is, why didn't he throw it away?
Rodgers now on first down. He's got time. And it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. When I saw the pressure coming out, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before him. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's got a man, complete. That goes for a gain of 31.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time and allowed for the big completion downfield. Those guys made that play possible.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Finding time. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to fourth down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack,
they'll try and start this drive in the air. He's got his man on the crossing route. A nice gain of 21 yards. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is that now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
it is. And I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does...
Back to throw now on first down. Wide open receiver, complete. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. A very solid gain of 27. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up.
Rodgers to throw on second down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
The 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. Let's take a look back at the first half. The Packers have an edge in time of possession right now. The Colts look like they'll be in this game for 4 quarters. So here we go. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
I know that rookie quarterbacks have to earn veteran receivers' trust. Maybe we saw that on that play with that type of effort, huh?
Yeah, helping out the rook with a heck of a catch.
Those runners keep moving and keep driving the clock.
And they'll run it here. And brought down, but the juke, the very nice juke, gets him the first down yardage there.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Now he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Their big-bodied receiver from 4 yards out. And the Colts add on to their lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that? Now a play fake. Rodgers. Now look out, Rodgers. Lost the football. But it looked like a Packer. Yeah, a Packer was able to get this back, and they'll indeed keep possession.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got some space here. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Really good, skillful, tough running throughout this contest. Picked up first down after first down. He's got to have a nickname, doesn't he? How about...
A play action fake. They'll look to throw. Going up top. And this is caught inside the 5. A big play there for Indy. 42 yards.
That has to be frustrating for defenders. Third down, they take a shot way downfield. There is good coverage, yet they still come down with the football and pick up a big gain.
Inches.
Daring them to run the ball.
Rodgers going to try and throw on third down. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Their dangerous wide receiver. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are back within a score. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? There's a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Back to throw here. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
It's so frustrating defensively. You're a play away from getting that football back here down late. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
It was a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Now a play fake here on first down. Backing up. Packer pressure, and down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And that will push the lead up to double digits now and inside. On first down, Rodgers. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
My next teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he...
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Throwing left side, it's complete. They'll get 23 yards there, and it'll be a Green Bay first down. On first and 10, here's Rodgers. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Their big tight end, 25 yards for the touchdown. So they get the score, partner. Game's not over, but they still need some help here.
Agreed, they definitely need some help, but they took care of the first part by scoring themselves.
Now they'll throw here, out of the gun. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense in every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can...
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And taking it to the 15-yard line before it's brought down. They'll get 16 yards there. And it'll give the Colts a first down.
When the coaching staff sees their team run the ball this successfully in the fourth quarter, they're really excited because you can plan for them out and continue to do exactly what you just saw there, and that's run the football.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good time.
On fourth down. Now Rodgers gotta have this one. He's got his man on the comebacker. Give him 14 on the play. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on fourth down. That's what they need right now.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock...
They'll look to throw. Oh, battle for it here, and this will be caught. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Rodgers to throw. He's got time in the pocket. All kinds of time. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. The Green Bay, and it's picked off.
get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
And now points that were being put on the scoreboard, your defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was. You know, the people really enjoying this game, they're the ones that like going to batting practice in the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14 to 11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaunt. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone, from Lambeau.